When I went into the retreat with Amira, I had been in a place where I was trying to live like, here's my business, here's my spiritual side, and really not understanding how to bring the two together. Like, yes, I feel like I have this business that I should be doing, but am I really supposed to be doing that? Is that taking away from me being a mom and being able to be there for my kids? Am I supposed to be doing my business, or is that just something that I want to do, that that's selfish because it's just something that I want? And there was something that Amira said at the last retreat. At one point, she just said, your business is waiting to be actualized. Your business is waiting. And it suddenly dawned on me that I was trying to live two different worlds. I was trying to live two different paths, and that it wasn't until I was able to get the language and the way to integrate the two that I realized that my purpose and my passion was a divine gift. That I wouldn't have that passion, I wouldn't have the purpose if it wasn't something that I was meant to be doing, that God had that purpose for me, and that was something that I needed to be doing. And it wasn't in conflict with anything. That was up here. That was everything that I was telling myself and holding myself back with. So I was keeping myself small by not stepping into really who I was as a person. And the namaste, it came up. It's something that I had been visualizing and meditating on for a long time. That was kind of my word. The word that I had chosen for myself in 2017 was namaste. And just recognizing that the light in me honors and cherishes the light in everyone that I meet. And what I found so wonderful was that my path took me to Amira's retreat, and that's where I found how to integrate the two. And I found the ability to approach my business from the place of abundance through love. And I have that written on, I made kind of a business outline, a funnel per se, but just an outline of how I was going to bring business to me. But when I was able to show up in absolute love and service for the women that I connected with, it was transformational in the conversations that I was having. I was able to stand in my power and say, no, I really do believe this is something that you should do. This is something that is in your best interest. I see the best in you, and I want you to have that for yourself. And this is a great way for you to be able to do that. Every day I'm connecting to Source, and what's beautiful is that I've brought it into my program, and I've brought it into how I'm working with my clients, and it's the game changer. I mean, I've added so much into my program that's all about them really connecting to that best version of themselves that is connected to Source. And how to make decisions for themselves and how to care for themselves from that place. And it feels in alignment with who I really am, and it doesn't feel in conflict anymore. And I'm able to bring my family into it with me, where before I was feeling guilty for working and trying to keep them out here, where now I'm excited to have them be a part of it, to help them understand how it's impacted my life and it's impacting their life. I have to share, I'm going to get emotional. So I have my 18-year-old son who is graduating this year. And one of the things I've always wanted to do with him is go on a humanitarian trip. And my brother and his son, who's also graduating, and my son and I are all going on a trip probably to Ghana. It'll either be Ghana or Samoa at the end of this year, and I'll have that experience with him. And I'm paying that with my business. So I after Amira's retreat, I literally, and I say this because I want you all to know that we have powerhouse women here, and yes, I will count myself as one of them.
Yes, hallelujah.
But I went from making literally nothing. After Amira's retreat, I had my first $10,000 month ever. And I even had a really hard time posting that on the Facebook group because it felt so small, but it was huge for me. And there was all this noise around it. It's, well, there's this, somebody's making X and I'm only making Y. And I just put that all aside and I just celebrated. And I'm looking for the moments of and more. That it's there for the taking, and it doesn't have to be in conflict with my other priorities and values.